Oh my God, what the hell is going on at Manchester United? We speak about it in streams a lot about who I would bring in as manager, etc. So I thought I would do a little video. It's called Fix with 3. If you like this sort of thing, go and show it some love. Let me know down in the comments if there's anyone else you want to see me fix. The idea is that I make 3 key decisions in the club. It's either a change in tactic, a signings, a managerial changes, or, like today, a bit of a boardroom change at the top. Let me know your thoughts down below. But today we're going to have a little go at fixing Man United. People keep asking me on stream. By the way, I stream Saturday nights and Monday nights here on YouTube, so make sure you go check that out. People keep asking me, who would you appoint? And kind of thinking about it, ideally, I think now my idea's changed. I would have gone for Conte. I would have gone for Conte just based on, yeah, he doesn't fit the United way, but the United way is dead. The United way is dead. So what? If he came in for 2.5 seasons, 3 seasons, he won a Champions League, he won the Premier League title, which should probably be close to nearly 10 years without a title. I think 2013 was our last one. We're not going to win it this year. So what? You know, there's most managers nowadays don't last as long as maybe a 4 or 5 year spell anyway. So what about he comes in for a few years and then whoever, Pochettino, whoever can come in after that. That would have been my choice. Obviously, he's gone to Spurs, so we've had to change it up a little bit. I've selected a new director of football. We have selected a new manager, and we have selected one key signing that Man United obviously need to make ASAP. And then what we're going to do is we're going to speed it on 3 years and see who's in charge after 3 years. Have my decisions fixed, Manchester United. Let's find out. All right, boys, so here we are. We're on the 5th of July, 2021. What I'd appreciate as well if you smash a like on today's video. Muchly appreciated, and subscribe if you're interested in any more FM22 content. I have just started my Let's Play series, Athletic Club York, so make sure you go check that out. Right, first decision was a big one. We're going to start at the top. Man United obviously need a director of football. We've got one in Johnny Murtagh, but I think we need someone to really get in and change the philosophy and the DNA, as he calls it in many videos that I've watched on him. It's a bit of an obvious one, to be honest. I think he would be available. I think he would actually be available to be manager to the end of the season, potentially, and then move up to a director of football role as well. People like Monchi would be probably a good fit with my incoming manager, but I don't think we could get him out of Sevilla anyway to become the director of football. So my suggestion for director of football is Ralf Rangnick. Now, I think it's an obvious appointment, but I think it's obvious because it's something that can be done. It's not just as simple as saying, let's get anybody in. Obviously, he's regarded as one of the best in class. I think having him to the end of the season, because I think they're going to find it hard to get a permanent manager in halfway through the season. I think potentially what United could do is get him in for as long as possible. My idea would be to get Ralf Rangnick in now, interim manager, potentially to the end of the season, or even, depending on who they want, to the end of the World Cup, which is obviously getting played in, a year's time. I don't think would be a bad way to go. All right, so that is Ralf Rangnick. He is in, director of football. We need a first-team coach. Now, we need somebody who can coach. They haven't been coached during the last 3 years. That's obvious in the way that they play. So I have brought in someone who I think would fit the style of players that we have, and I'll go through that, my reasons why. I don't think he would be available. I think he won't be available till after the World Cup. So once again, Ralf Rangnick maybe being manager until after the World Cup, potentially. I have seen a sad video of him basically laughing off the interest for Manchester United. So that's a shame, but this would be my choice as Manchester United manager. Luis Enrique. All right, so he's obviously Spain manager at the moment, which I think makes it difficult in terms of, because the up and coming World Cup, he's been very close, did very well in the Euros. They should have actually beaten Italy in that game. What was it? Was that the semi-final when they played Italy? I think it maybe was. They absolutely battered them, especially in the first half. And was it penalty shootout, I think, in the end that cost them? So he would be my first choice. However, Nations League winner, he's going well with Spain. He'll want to take them into the World Cup. I can't see it happening at all. He was 16-1, and that was even before he laughed off the interest. So he's probably about 100-1 now. My main reason behind it is because we've got some technically wonderful players in the middle of midfield. The Pogbas, Donny van der Beek, Bruno Fernandes. We've also got a front three that doesn't scream work rate. Now, if you think he was very lucky, Enrique, because he had Neymar, Messi, and he also had Suarez. Now, between all three of them, there is not a massive amount of work rate off the ball. However, how they were tactically set up and still managing to press high with those three in the team. Obviously, Suarez will do bits, but still being able to press very high energy, but also the amount of counter-attacking goals that they scored under Enrique during his Barcelona tenure was superb. And I think Man United have always counter-attacked. We've got some fantastic players, sort of like Sancho, Rashford, Martial, Greenwood, Ronaldo, all players that would be very, very good on the break. I think he would be a superb coach, head coach, to have in. Just bother about not so much signing the players, but more importantly, getting the structure of the team right. I think it would be brilliant to get Enrique and Man United just crying out for these players to be coached properly. He's very intense as well. Even if he comes to 2 or 3 seasons, it will definitely see Manchester United kick on from where they currently are. Okay, and the last one is we could have done 4 because I think Man United need a new right back or someone who is going to push Wan-Bissaka. He is notable for his fantastic defending, and even his defending over the course of the last few months has been pretty terrible. So he's not offering much. They could go into the market. I would maybe have a little cheeky punt at Max Aarons, maybe in January. I thought if the people were always saying that, and I even said it, the tactic didn't suit, the players didn't suit the tactic because we don't have a really good right wing back. However, picking up maybe a Max Aarons in the January transfer, I think would have been doable, and that would have solved the problem there. And then you've got Wan-Bissaka, Max Aarons. There still is Dalot, but for some reason, none of the managers really fancied Dalot. So that was one area, but we need to solve that number 6 position. And I've gone as obvious as possible. And to be fair, I wanted Calvin Phillips, but I just thought it's never going to happen, is it? Even though I thought he looked even though he looked really frustrated yesterday in the Spurs game with Leeds, I still think it's really difficult to get Calvin Phillips out of Leeds United, especially to cross the Pennines to Manchester. So we've ignored him, and obviously it's going to be Declan Rice. So there he is, our number 6 that we need. I think the worrying thing is that West Ham are going really well at the moment, and them getting Champions League would definitely see us or anybody else probably not get him. I have a sneaky suspicion that someone like Man City are just going to keep doing what they are doing. They spent 100 million on Grealish, and I think they're just going to keep adding just one or two big players every year, rather than spending 3 or 4, 5 players at a time, spending 200 million on 3 or 4 players. I think they're just going to go, bosh, here's 100 million, take that for Declan Rice. Would be a superb signing for any top club. So yeah, we are all set up. We are all set up at Man United. Director of football, first team coach. I've also sacked McKenna, Carrick. They're out the door. Did I sack Mickey P? I don't know if I sacked Mick Phelan or not. But I've brought in Luis Enrique as assistant manager from Spain as well, just so there's a little bit more depth in the backroom staff. So Ralph Rangnick, Luis Enrique, and Declan Rice. Transfer window open as well. So let's see what Luis Enrique can do with the club over the next 3 years. All right, so we're at the end of season 3. Ralph Rangnick is still in charge. I just wanted to check that out first. This isn't working for some reason. Just ignore that. He is there, look. He's at Manchester United. Now, it's 3 years. Halfway through the first season, I saw Luis Enrique's job was under threat. So I'll be very surprised if Luis Enrique is still at the club. Let's find out. He is! He is still there. Right, there's one thing. The thing is, has he won a trophy? And I don't think he has. He's not won a Champions League. He's not won a Premier League. They've just finished 3rd, way off City. Way off City. What about the season before? 4th. And the first season, 5th. So they're getting better. But I think over that 3 years, the next 3 seasons, if we get a top-class manager in Luis Enrique, we would expect a trophy. Have they won anything? I don't think quite winning an FA Cup is enough, to be honest. They've won the FA Cup in 2024. They've just won the FA Cup. That's probably saved his job, to be fair. No Europa, which I thought they might have picked up. No Carabao. So 1 trophy. That's not great, is it? That's not great. What's he done in the transfer market? So he's brought in Patrick Berg, central midfielder, now on loan at Aston Villa. It's a bit of a silly one, that. It's a fantastic pickup, by the way, Patrick Berg. Get yourself on that. What did they pay for him? 4.5 million. I've seen him go as little as 3.7. So get him in. A centre-half, Carboni. A young attacking midfielder. He's very nice. Farias. I thought, yeah, potentially. I think maybe potentially if Pogba, but he's transfer listed. He's obviously not had a great spell. And this must be a young'un, is it? No, a 25. Really weird signings. Really weird signings. This must be Ralph Rangnick. They've signed Cuadrado on a free. Jesus Corona on a free. 31 years old. Nunez has come in. Very good central midfielder. Bastoni. De La Vega's come in as well. Jesse Lingard's gone to Barcelona. Love it. Then they've signed Wendell. Boubacar Kamara. Decent centre-half. So they've had some changes. There's a lot of players gone, look. Martial's gone. Donny van der Beek's gone. Lindelof's gone. So they have had some changes. Now, I imagine he's going with a sitter. Yeah, what I thought he would do. Declan Rice, Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba. Greenwood to the right, Sancho to the left. And they've not... Obviously, I imagine Ronaldo's probably retired. He probably is retired. What I would do was put Sancho on the right, Rashford on the left, and then have Ronaldo up front. That would have been my go-to front three. All right, boys, that is it. Hope you've enjoyed. If you would like to see any more fix-its and what 3 things I would change at a club, put the team down below. Just a little bit of fun. Let me know as well who would be your Manchester United appointment. Always keen to listen to people's views. It's not going to be Conte. It's not going to be Luis Enrique. And I'm basing on this. Why would we want him? All right, guys, take care. See you later.